You know, every single second of every day, there's a silent, incredibly complex war being waged inside your body. It's this constant battle against invisible invaders and even internal threats. And the defender in all this? Your immune system. It's a guardian so effective, we're really only just now starting to understand how to truly harness its power.
So, how does this whole system actually work? I mean, how does it know what to protect and what to destroy? How on earth does it remember its enemies for your entire lifetime? And what's really exciting, how is our growing understanding of it just completely revolutionizing modern medicine? Well, to figure that out, we got to start at the beginning.
All right, we're going to break this all down into 5 key parts. We'll kick things off with the core mission of immunology. Then we'll look at its 2 main branches. You've got your rapid responders and your specialized memory units. After that, we'll get into how it all maintains a crucial balance. And finally, we'll explore how this science is literally changing the future of health.
Okay, let's dive right into the absolute core mission. Because before any battle can be fought, the system has to solve one fundamental problem. It has to distinguish self, that's everything that belongs to your body, from non-self, which is, well, everything else.
And this right here is the official definition. The immune system has to tell self from non-self by spotting specific molecular markers on them, called antigens. Now, that non-self thing could be a virus, a bacteria, maybe even a transplanted organ or a cancerous cell. But pay close attention to that last phrase on the slide, appropriate balanced response. That is the true genius of the system. It's not just about brute force attacking, it's about knowing exactly when and just how hard to strike back.
So this whole defense is carried out by 2 major arms that work together. The first one is our front line, the innate immune system. The best way to think about this is like the body's security guards. They're always on patrol, always ready to react in an instant. The innate system is our ancient hardwired defense. It is incredibly fast, kicking into gear within just minutes or hours. But it's not exactly a master strategist. It sees enemies based on broad, general patterns that are common to lots of microbes, and it launches a general, non-specific attack. It's a bit of a blunt instrument, but it gets the job done quickly. The catch? It doesn't remember who it fought.
And these are its key players. First up, you've got physical walls, like your skin. Then you have the cellular soldiers, macrophages. They're the big eaters that just engulf invaders. Neutrophils are like the rapid response infantry, first on the scene. And dendritic cells are the intelligence scouts, gathering intel to report back to headquarters. And finally, you have something called the complement system, basically a group of proteins in your blood that can either kill invaders directly or just tag them for destruction.
And that intelligence report from the dendritic cells, it goes straight to headquarters, the second, much more sophisticated branch. This is the adaptive immune system, the body's special forces.
So unlike the innate system, the adaptive response is way slower, but it is highly specific. Its defining feature, its superpower really, is memory. It takes days to develop these custom-built weapons, like antibodies from B cells and targeted attacks from T cells. But once it has met an enemy, it never, ever forgets. This immunological memory is the exact reason you're protected from chickenpox after you've had it once, and it's the entire principle behind how vaccines work.
So here's how you can think about this partnership. The innate immunity is your fast, general security team. They hold the line immediately. The adaptive system is the elite task force that arrives a few days later with precision tools and a long-term memory, making sure that same threat won't be a problem ever again. The thing is, they absolutely need each other to work effectively.
This all leads to one of the most complex and, frankly, beautiful challenges for the immune system. How does it know precisely who to attack, and how does it avoid harming the body's own healthy tissues in the process? You know, friendly fire.
Well, a huge part of the answer lies with a system called the MHC. Think of MHC molecules like little display windows on the surface of every single one of your cells. They're constantly showing off little pieces, those antigens we mentioned, of what's going on inside. Patrolling T cells come by and check these windows. If they see a normal self piece, they just move on. But if they see a piece of a virus or a little fragment of a cancer protein, they sound the alarm and launch a targeted attack. It's an absolutely brilliant surveillance system.
So as you can see, the crucial point here is balance. When this system works perfectly, we're healthy. We don't even notice it. But if it underreacts, it fails to eliminate threats, and that can lead to chronic infections or even allow cancer to grow completely unchecked. On the flip side, if it overreacts, it can mistake harmless things like pollen for a major threat, causing allergies. Or even worse, it can mistake our own body's tissues for an enemy, leading to autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus.
And understanding this incredibly delicate balance has completely changed modern medicine. We've moved from just fighting symptoms to actively learning how to manipulate the immune system itself to restore health. This is where it gets really exciting.
By learning the language of the immune system, we've developed some truly revolutionary tools. Cancer immunotherapies, for instance, essentially release the brakes on the immune system, allowing it to finally see and destroy tumors it was ignoring before. We can now design things called monoclonal antibodies that act like guided missiles to target very specific cells. It is a fundamental shift in how we treat disease.
And that really brings us to the central idea of this whole explainer. The goal of modern medicine is shifting. It's moving away from just killing a germ or cutting out a tumor. The new goal is to become an immune system regulator, to learn how to turn its power up when it's too low and to gently calm it down when it's too aggressive. We're learning to become conductors of this incredible internal orchestra.
Which leaves us with a final, really powerful question. We have only scratched the surface of what this system is capable of. I mean, from curing cancer to preventing autoimmune diseases before they even start, the future of medicine is completely tied to the secrets that are still held within our own bodies. So the real question isn't if our immune system will rewrite our future, but just how profoundly it's going to do so.